Are you struggling with the Praxis Core Writing 5723 exam, text production, writing arguments, summarizing, paraphrasing, citing sources, and integrating evidence with analysis? This video will help you understand exactly what to expect and how to strengthen your writing for this section of the exam. Hi, I'm Selena, a Study.com test prep expert with 21 years of teaching experience. Today, we'll focus on how to craft clear arguments, use evidence effectively, and connect your ideas with strong analysis. Essential skills for earning a top score on the Praxis Core Writing test. Stick around until the end for more tips and strategies to boost your confidence and performance on test day. Let's dive in. JSTOR is an example of A, academic database, B, fact checker, C, formatting handbook, or D, citation engine. Let's walk through the process of elimination. B is incorrect. Fact checkers verify information accuracy. C is incorrect. A formatting handbook shows how to cite and format papers. D is incorrect. Citation engines create citations. JSTOR gives access to academic articles. The correct answer is A. JSTOR is an academic database that is designed to provide quick access to academic, peer-reviewed sources. Other examples include databases like Academic Search, Google Scholar, and Scopus. Use the following excerpt from The Education of Henry Adams. Answer the following questions. At this moment, you may pause the video to read the passage. Which best summarizes the author's comparison between the birth circumstances of Henry Brooks Adams and the hypothetical scenario involving being born in Jerusalem? A. The birth circumstances in Boston and Jerusalem highlight the impact of familial connections and societal expectation. B. The Jerusalem scenario emphasizes the significance of religious and cultural heritage. C. The comparison underscores the advantages of being born into established traditions and social structures. D. Both scenarios involve distinct branding and potential hindrances in navigating future endeavors. A is incorrect. This is partly true, but too general. The author focuses more on limitations and labeling that come from those connections, not just their impact. B is incorrect. This only explains half the comparison. It misses that Adams' Boston birth also carried similar constraints. C is incorrect. The author actually stresses the burdens and handicaps of these traditions, not their advantages. The correct answer is D. Both scenarios involve distinct branding and potential hindrances in navigating future endeavors, which best summarizes the author's comparison between birth circumstances of Henry Brooks Adams and the hypothetical scenario involving being born in Jerusalem. The comparison between Henry Brooks Adams' birth in Boston and the hypothetical Jerusalem scenario emphasizes how both situations result in distinct identities and potential challenges in their respective societal contexts. Textual evidence can be provided within a formal essay in the form of direct quotes, summary, or A. Paraphrasing, B. Vague referencing, C. Refutations, D. Indirect quotes. B. This doesn't count as real evidence. Your reader needs clear, specific support, not unclear references. C. A refutation argues against a claim. It's part of analysis, not a form of evidence. D. Indirect quotes aren't a formal method of citing evidence. Paraphrasing covers the idea more accurately. The correct answer is A. Textual evidence can be supplied in a variety of forms, including direct quotation, summary, and paraphrasing. Direct quotations and paraphrases require formal in-text citations and works cited or reference page entries. When is an essay considered to be well developed? A. If it follows the 5-paragraph essay structure. B. If the thesis is well formed, the essay is considered well written. C. When it has considerable supporting details and examples that are relevant. D. If the essay is topic relevant, it is considered well developed. Or E. Only if the topic sentences are at the end of the essay. A is incorrect. Structure helps, but development depends on content, not just format. B is incorrect. A strong thesis is important, but without details and examples, the essay lacks depth. D is incorrect. Staying on topic is necessary, but that alone doesn't make it well developed. E is incorrect. Topic sentences usually go at the beginning of paragraphs, and placement doesn't determine development. The correct answer is C. Essays should have a solid amount of supporting details and specific examples supporting what is being stated in the essay, while at the same time ensuring those examples and supporting details are relevant to the subject matter. Now that you've worked through a few sample questions, let's break down what this part of the test is really measuring. The Praxis Core Writing 5723 exam, text production, writing arguments, summarizing, paraphrasing, citing sources, integrating evidence with analysis, evaluates your ability to construct strong arguments, summarize and paraphrase effectively, cite sources correctly, and integrate evidence with clear analysis. For more practice, check out our Praxis Core Writing 5723 playlist. And for even more detailed practice, strategies, and customizable study materials, head over to study.com and check out our Praxis Core Writing Test Prep course. Those who use study.com boast a 92% pass rate. Our courses include full-length exams, hundreds of authentic practice questions, and short, targeted video lessons, specifically developed based on the latest test updates. With our resources, you'll know exactly what to expect on test day. Like this video and subscribe to the channel to get all the latest Praxis test updates. And please leave your questions and success stories in the comments. We would love to hear from you. Thanks for watching and happy studying.